False start. Give us 2 seconds.
Hello, everybody watching. Thank you for coming in. It is Thursday, December 29th, and you're here for another exciting live edition of Wrestle Rewind.
Yeah!
Oh, yes.
False starts are funny.
Full starts are funny. Hopefully, we won't see too many next year. We are near the end of 2022, but there's still time left to discuss with you about the excitement in the world of professional wrestling. I'm your host, Jose Casabona, also the host and founder, executive producer, and content manager of The Ravens Flock.
For a guy who wears so many hats, you really don't change them out that often, do you?
That's not true. This is my second hat.
Yeah, exactly. You don't change it out.
I need more. Are you saying I need more hats?
Yes, you need more hats.
But I have more sunglasses than hats.
That you should have more hats.
That's something to consider. And joining behind the camera, giving me fashion tips on hats is the host of the Black Files, my tag partner for Wrestle Wrewind, the man who puts in the man hours behind all the videos that we produce on this channel every single week, Mr. Juan Arouse.
Thank you for that introduction, Jose, and don't you ever forget the mister.
And much like all our other shows on this channel, we are simulcasting on youtube.com/TheRavensFlock and twitch.tv/TheRavensFlock online. Hit the subscribe or the follow button on the bottom right corner of your screen right over here. And hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all of our media content. Leave your questions and comments down below, and we will answer them during the duration that we're live. And if you wish to go above and beyond...
Jose, where did you go? I can't see you.
Hang on. Let me do a reverse.
Okay, there we go.
To support the Ravens Flock, then you can become an inner flocker. For only $4.99 a month, you will have exclusive access to all the amazing perks that comes with our membership service. Juan, tell them.
Well, for the inner flockers who are in the chat, show some love by showing off those lovely custom emojis. which we made just for you fine folks. By the way, hello to Nikki Bella, Jen Pearson, and Kuristi Rando-san already in the chat. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. Also, you'll get access to members first and members only content, a special discount on our merch store, link in the description below, and you'll also be part of the discussions that will help us shape the future of this channel.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, what we do on this program on Wrestle Rewind is that we review 3 of the most watched exciting wrestling programs in North America today. That would be WWE's NXT, All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dynamite, and Impact Wrestling. Now, just a quick caveat. Unfortunately, we will not be reviewing Impact Wrestling this week, as for this week, all they're doing is just doing the best of their Impact Wrestling in 2022, which is basically just a review, a flashback episode.
They're basically doing this. We have to go now. Our planet needs us.
Yeah.
Here.
Impact Wrestling is no, I can't say they're dead, dude.
P.S. Impact Wrestling died on its way back to its home planet.
Actually, no. Considering how long they've lived, I think Impact Wrestling will withstand the test of time until they reach like the next 20 years or so.
The heat death of the universe.
I know.
They're like a cockroach or something. But next week they'll probably be back. So
next week they will be back. So this week I'll be reviewing, and I sent you an image for it, so you should find it. WWE NXT and the AEW Dynamite's TV special, folks.
I'm looking for that right now. Why the hell does AEW need to rename all their shit? So many specials, like
because TV specials, because ratings,
is special in AEW,
because ratings and viewership and catching the magic numbers of the 18 to 49 demographic.
Here, have I made this auspiciously large enough? Are we compensating for what Tony Khan is missing in his wee department?
Hang on a minute, let me see.
Let's see here. Give me a second. Bum. New AEW Dynamite's New Year's Smash.
Well, you know the rule of this program, Juan. As long as it doesn't surpass the size of my penis, we're good.
Well, I'm afraid we got some bad news for you, Jose.
What? Get out! Get out of here! All right. Let's go ahead and get started with with WWE's NXT. This is the final NXT programming before the year is over. Here we go.
So, yeah, I guess we're just doing 2 shows tonight, I guess, like you said.
Just 2 shows, but we do have a special surprise. But we'll fill up the time somehow with the last half hour.
We've got stories in the world of pro wrestling that we got to fill in. It's freaking hilarious and stupid.
All right. All right. NXT starts off with a one-on-one bout between Julius Creed, representing the Creed brothers, and the Diamond Mine, going one-on-one against the Irish ace, JD McDonough.
Holy shit. Kuristi Rando-san is celebrating for her 4th month as an inner flocker!
All right, congratulations. 4 months, 4 months of your commitment, committed loyalty. We appreciate
and your continued support. Kuristi over here saying, hey guys, I just managed to wake up to get into the live. Been sick the past couple of days. Love you guys. Holy crap, Kuristi. I saw earlier you were talking about how you had what do you call it? You were fighting off flu/cold of doom. Yeah, no, that sucks. Also, Jose, we have to. We kind of forgot.
Oh yeah, that's right, Juancho. Before we get started, let's not forget our manners here.
Of course, I mean, like after all, we gotta be proper YouTubers over here. So
ring the bell.
All right, here we go. There we go.
There we go. All right, so now. Let's talk about it. One-on-one, Julius Creed going up against JD McDonough. Both of these men come from different wrestling backgrounds, and yet this is one of the rare moments in wrestling where all the stars have aligned, where they actually turn out an excellent wrestling match, where they flow, where they go together like peanut butter and jelly.
No, Jose, it's supposed to be peanut butter and strippers.
Peanut butter? What? Well, why would you put peanut butter on strippers?
The same reason. Hey, and you put jelly on your strippers. That's fine. I don't mind.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna solve that mystery later. Let me get to the match. All right, so this was definitely a good match to showcase Julius Creed's strength and power. There were many moments where he did overpower JD McDonough.
As in Julius Creed from the Diamond Mine.
That's right.
Yeah,
Julius
Creed. The Creed brothers. Fuck, I almost forgot who they were.
Julius Creed, you could see here, he caught JD McDonough mid-air in a crossbody and then intercepted into a one-arm backbreaker. And there was also a spot. There was also a spot where he caught JD McDonough at ringside and actually slammed him back first onto the announce table, and the announce table did not break. Is that announce table indestructible?
Excuse me? He's not. Is he not the table?
No, that would be Logan Paul. Come on, I don't want to talk about. We already talked about him last night.
We talked about Logan Paul last freaking night. Yeah, he's a table, all right.
Listen, man, I just got out of the trash fire. I don't want to go back into it. Okay, Juan.
I know. It's not your fault.
God damn it.
God.
All right, so
Bobby.
of course JD McDonough did put up a fight of his own, and both of these guys went back and forth. It's a war of attrition when they came back from commercial break. These guys are at their breaking point. I like the one spot where Julius Creed tried to once again do another wrestling mat slam, only for JD McDonough to reverse into a sunset powerbomb pin, only for Julius Creed to roll backwards and then roll JD McDonough, like backflip him back onto his feet, only for JD McDonough to like stomp him in the gut, like kick his ass down.
Okay, so just so you know, like the fluidity required to make that sort of movement is like, okay, that has to come with practice. That kind of stuff has to come with complete communication and cooperation with the people involved in the ring. One small fuck up and that's your intestines going inside out. That's somebody kicking someone in the freaking nards or in the mouth. It sucks. But the fact that they managed to pull that off, that's astounding. Excellent athleticism and agility on both competitors.
Now we get to the finish of the match. Both of these men are at the top turnbuckle. JD McDonough knocks down Julius Creed back onto the mat, and JD McDonough tries to execute a moonsault, only for him to dive and miss. This allows Julius Creed to get another wind on his body to pick up JD McDonough, hit him with his cartwheel mat slam before annihilating him with the basement clothesline to secure the win. Your winner, Julius Creed.
Yeah, Kuristi, nice timing. Looks like JD McDonough's death needles in his face didn't help him after all. Ha! Go freaking... How far the mighty has fallen. Go freaking figure.
Yeah, man,
JD
it's really...
McDonough, just a couple of months ago, he was a contender for the NXT Championship. Now, he took a job to one half of the Creed brothers, who are a tag team who looks like they've got athleticism to spare, but the poor saps need to have singles work in order to highlight that.
It's really disappointing to see JD McDonough eat another loss on TV.
But it's not like, oh, he just jobbed off and he was lazy. No, he got his ass royally handed, but it wasn't without putting out a fight. It was like, okay, Julius Creed had to work for this win, and JD McDonough made him look like a fucking star. They made each other look like a star.
They complimented each other, yes.
Exactly. McDonough lost, but he didn't lose in a way that made him look like a total asshat, but he still lost.
Yeah, no, exactly. That being said, the victory celebration was cut short as they were interrupted by the Indian tag team of Indus Sher, the team of Sangha and Veer Mahan. They entered the ring. Well, they stood on ringside, and they've challenged the Creed brothers to a tag team match at their upcoming TV special, NXT New Year's Evil.
Creed brothers, don't get too close. Veer Mahan is coming!
Oh!
He's coming with Sangha of the Thunder. And he's, Oh, God.
That's nasty.
Hey.
You nasty.
How am I the nasty one? Freaking WWE and their stupid-ass, horrible promotion of Veer Mahan as a single star screwed him up with that. He was coming. He is always coming. So they challenged him at New Year's Evil.
At New Year's Evil, it'll be the Creed brothers versus Indus Sher in a tag team match. Yay! Who knows? This might be just about to set up a rivalry, or this might be a one-off, and I'm just speculating. The Creed brothers might lose, and the Diamond Mine might get called up to the main roster.
Well, who knows? Like, they definitely...
it may be a little too soon for me to call this.
Yeah,
but yeah.
It might be a little early, but at the same time, it's not like they're not polished. So I guess they're just waiting for like a slot or a story or a way to get these guys on the ball. Who knows?
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
All right, now let's get to the exciting match of the night, and I can't believe I'm calling this exciting, but I got to give credit where credit is due. It's Wendy Chu going one-on-one against Cora Jade.
Okay, all right. So Cora Jade has been on an evil mean streak, even though she hasn't been winning too many matches. And
I know she pulled a Gargano, all heart, no soul, betraying her best friend and going on this evil rampage.
How can you tell if Johnny Gargano's gone evil?
Well, because, his entrance theme says all heart and no soul.
But how can you tell from his facial expression? He's got no facial expression.
Oh, you asshole!
Johnny's same face, ladies and gentlemen. But literally, Wendy Chu has won me over with her ability to get over as a white meat babyface. In terms of being a family friendly but still hard hitting badass. If you can look like a complete goof running around in your gym jams and still kick people's ass and look good doing it, I guess you can get anything over. And to answer Kurisi's question, when is she gonna give up that stupid as fuck gimmick?
I don't think anytime soon. As long as fans love it.
Yeah, here's the thing: she swapped out the giant Kigu-sized pajamas, the gym jams, with a one-piece romper. So, which apparently, according to her own Instagram, has been her regular fucking attire even when she's not wrestling, because she's been wearing apparently a lot of one-piece outfits throughout the year. So go figure. I guess that's just something she's comfortable with. And I know it's dumb and it's weird. Oh, hello, we got
bots.
Oh
shit, bot alert. Take care of it.
Let me see here.
Juan, take care of it while I talk about this match. So this match starts off instantly. Wendy Chu is a powder keg. She runs into the ring and she immediately starts going after Cora Jade. And both of these women brawl in the ring and out of the ring. Cora Jade getting the upper hand, of course.
Thank you for reporting, Kurisi. We appreciate you guys.
Yeah, Cora Jade getting the upper hand, and even at one point tried to use her black kendo stick weapon thing. I don't know what you call it. Is it Diet Floyd?
No. Okay, fuck Floyd first of all.
Ah.
And secondly, much more importantly, fuck these guys.
Yeah.
Fuck those stupid sticks.
Yeah. So she tries to swing. She tries to swing, but misses and hits the ring post for Wendy Chu to come back and start wailing again. And this has been a fight. Both of these women have scrapped against each other, and the fans are on their feet and they loved it. There was even a crowd split. Fans cheering for Wendy, fans cheering for Cora. So yeah, go figure.
Yeah. So they like Cora Jade because she's a badass evil babe. And they like Wendy Chu because she's a badass babyface. They're just both badasses in the ring, and this is a matter of recognizing game.
Yep. Wendy Chu manages to get her.
Was it a Pure 6 brawl?
No, it wasn't.
Not quite yet.
But it was a damn good wrestling match.
Okay.
As Wendy Chu was able to get her second win, coming back from being punished by Cora Jade, hitting her with a series of attacks before hitting her with her signature high speed belly to belly suplex, which is awesome.
Oh, damn, that sounds cool. Also, Lisa Boo's in the chat. Hello, Lisa Boo.
Hello, Lisa Boo. Thank you very much for joining us.
Wrestle Rewind.
And then Wendy Chu hits her handspring back elbow to the corner, nailing Cora Jade by the turnbuckles before hitting her with it looked like it's a Vader bomb, but not really a Vader bomb. But she does some sort of signature splash, a springboard splash from the top rope. She nails Cora Jade and gets the win. Your winner, Wendy Chu.
Hot damn! All right. Excellent. So yeah, well done, Wendy Chu. Like we said, you get a game recognizing game, and there's nothing wrong with Wendy with her. She can come out dressed like the goddamn gobbledygooker, but as long as she's able to wrestle and kick people's asses.
I think the wrestling gear she has on right now with the one-piece romper and the wrestling gear on her legs, I think that's a fair compromise.
That's an okay compromise for the moment, I suppose. Okay, just to make this clear, and I want people to know, yes, I am a freaking hornball. There is no denying that. I make no bones in trying to hide that. However, my analysis of Wendy Chu's outfit is not because I'm a freaking hornball. It's because I wanted to see the details on it. Okay, number one, she's got leggings on. All right, they're sheer leggings, the same type that you would wear for professional dancing / cheerleading style, right? Okay. Now you can tell that her running around in knee-high socks and bunny sandals, the bunny flip-flops. Okay, Kurisi says that we're cutting in and out. Give me just a second.
Hang on, we're gonna fix the mic problem.
Okay.
All right, mic check, mic check. Let us know that if we're coming in well. Let us know if you can hear us. Juan, in the meantime, go ahead and continue your wardrobe analysis.
Is this better? To let us know over here, please, because we pride ourselves in getting as good as we can when it comes to our sound.
Are we good? Are we not good? Tell us. All right.
So as I was saying, you could tell under the knee-high socks and the fuzzy bunny sandals that Wendy Chu is wearing a set of wrestling boots or shoes, and that the leggings are covering over her freaking, what do you call it? Her like knee pads or whatever. So they're sort of like kick pads. Also, Gene Rick is in the chat. Hello, Gene Rick.
Hello, Gene Rick. Thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate that. And you know what else makes Wendy Chu more tolerable now?
Gene Rick is saying, hey, guys, so weird YouTube is not showing that you guys are live streaming. Yeah, go friggin' figure. I guess Lewis ain't the only one who's being like blackballed by Auntie Susan just because what? Just because we? Oh, I think I know why. It's because we pooped on poor poor Logan Paul. Oh no.
Doesn't matter. We're streaming now and people are watching us.
That's important. And
all right.
Yeah. So you're okay. What's your thing about Wendy Chu?
All right. I think what makes her more tolerable is her promos as of late. Because during the Vince McMahon era, for the whole fucking year, her promos since making her repackaging as the Sleepy Girl has been unbearable. I'm sorry. It is unbearable, but it is not her fault. And since the rebranding of NXT, it looks like her promos are less annoying, more tolerable.
So they're better.
They're better. Yes, her promos and her presentation have gotten a lot better since the rebranding.
And I guess Cora Jade turning heel was a natural move.
Yep, it was all part of the plan.
All right. So, well, I guess like I said, excellent ladies, excellent wrestling, excellent match, not bad. She can like Wendy Chu. I guess she's got enough skill to come out in a burlap sack and still look badass.
Indeed.
Like Marilyn Monroe, she'll look sexy in a potato sack, and she'll get that over.
Now the exciting segment of the night is 2 video packages for both competitors who will be meeting each other next week, and go ahead, show in an Extreme Resolution match. It's an Extreme Rules match between Alba Fire versus Isla Dawn, the battle of the Scottish goth girls.
Holy shit! One's a pyromancer. The other's a
witch,
a standard witch.
Yeah.
Holy crap! Wait, why does Alba Fire have a bat?
Because that's her weapon of choice. That's always been her weapon, even in NXT UK.
What is everyone with the bats? Beat that boy with the bat. Smack.
I don't know. It's almost as if a certain wrestling icon may have had some influence in them. You know. He's got face paint on. Multi-time world. Oh, Juan, you joke right now, but sometime in the future, I'm going to see you walking around with a baseball bat.
I don't need to walk around with a baseball bat. I walk around with a lightsaber. There's a difference. Lightsabers are cool.
Anyway, so these two have cut compelling promos. Great video package. The WWE production crew is like leaps and bounds awesome.
Above the rest.
The rest, naturally. And both these women spoke with conviction. They really want to hurt the shit out of each other, especially Isla Dawn. Holy crap, I cannot get over Isla Dawn's evil laughter. It's awesome. I like it.
Ha, Jen. If you've been knocked around a bit and see if you weren't batty. Ha. Ha.
Oh, wow.
I saw what you did there.
Nice, Jen. Way to hit a home run.
Exactly. Sorry about that. I accidentally hit the ring bell, but That's just because I was making sure that I.
I'm
had it
excited
working.
for this match, but I'm excited for this match, but I think this match should have been saved for the TV special New Year's Evil.
Why do they keep calling them TV specials? Why? Just make a pay-per-view. Call it a pay-per-view or premium live event or whatever. They're copying Dynamite shit. Enough with that. That's not the freaking message you gotta take from these people.
Well, you have to understand, Juancho, when NXT went up against AEW in the Wednesday Night Wars, they had to compete with them, so they matched them move for move. So they put on TV specials to counter-program against AEW's TV specials.
Question.
Yeah.
Is it just me, or is Alba Fire and JC Jane related? Because I'm actually looking at their smiles on their faces, and I'm actually coming to realize
they're not related.
They look like they might be related. I don't know.
Alba Fire is from Scotland.
Okay.
JC Jane is not.
All right. Where is JC Jane from?
JC Jane is from the U.S.
Okay. Well, shows what I know. Maybe they're long lost cousins or something. I don't know.
It's the makeup.
Okay. So this Extreme Resolution match. What is the deal with that?
Well, the rivalry is simple. Isla Dawn made her debut at Halloween.
No, that's not what I mean. What the kind of match is an Extreme Resolution match?
It's basically an Extreme Rules match. All weapons legal, no disqualification, anything goes. Let these women tear each other up. I want to see it. And so do you.
You're sick of the brain, Jose.
And so do you, Juan.
Notice how I'm not disagreeing, but you're sick of the brain.
All right, let's get to a match that no one asked for, that nobody gives a fuck about. I'm not going to waste too much time on it. It's a one-on-one wrestling match between Ikeman Jiro, the guy flying, versus Scripts.
Oh God! I legit forgot about Scripts, the freaking the vandal of the NXT guy, and he's got this goofy ass mask. Oh God, the poor fuck! Oh no!
It's like WWE looked at an old photo of Jeff Hardy's alter ego, Will-O-the-Wisp, and they asked themselves, "How can we make this worse?"
Okay.
Jeff Hardy is looking at this, and he's like, "Hey man, I'm not that high."
Are you sure? Jeff Hardy's probably devolved to the point where he's huffing paint thinner just so that he could see straight anymore.
No.
Are we sure he's not that high?
Actually, no, we can't insult him. For all we know, right now he's actually taking his for all we know, he is taking his rehab seriously.
That's why we see him so much in the ring, performing soberly and expertly, Jose.
All right. But let's get to this
The point
one.
I'm making here is like, okay, nobody asked for this match. Ikeman Jiro versus Scripps. Was the match watchable?
Okay. They both performed well. It was a standard match. It was not horrible.
So the match was good.
The match was good, but the characters, no one really cared about. Nobody cares about Ikeman Jiro, and nobody definitely gave a shit about Scripts. And they let
fart on him when he came in the ring?
Yes, they booed the hell out of him. Holy fuck. I have never seen this level of booing ever in my life, not since Baron Corbin on Monday Night Raw.
Corbin's the worst.
Ugh.
No, seriously, Corbin is the fucking worst. I swear to God. I'm surprised he still has a career.
All right. So anyways, I'll get straight to the ending. So Scripts won.
Jen Pearson, sorry guys, not on my game tonight. I've been dealing with people whose crayons have been left on a hot car dashboard. Oh my God, Jen.
Ooh.
That is so fucked.
I am so sorry.
Yo, are you okay though? I know that you're probably stressed out from dumb people and shit.
Okay.
Yo,
Take a seat. Take a seat and relax. Drink some tea if you have to. If you haven't eaten anything, eat something. Get something in your stomach.
Get a snack. Get your sugar up. Or if you want to relax, I don't know if you do wine or whatever, maybe like red wine or whatever.
Yes.
I hear that red wine is healthy for you. I don't fucking know.
All right.
Point is, if you need to step away from our show, we're not going to take it personally. It's not the end of the universe. We appreciate you.
Do what you
stopping
have
by.
to.
You're always free to catch us on the replay. We'll appreciate that immensely. Take a load off. Please.
Yes, please take a load
Don't
off.
stick around on our account.
All right, so let's get to the finish here. As Scripts put away Ikeman Jiro with his top rope front flip splash, which is the Molly go round, and he was able to get the win. Your winner, Scripts.
No.
And that same stupid silly jacket that he stole from Ikeman Jiro, he gave it back.
Oh, what the hell, man? Jen is saying, y'all are my therapy. No alcohol with my meds. Y'all are helping me. Hugs.
All
Aw.
right, awesome. I appreciate that.
Appreciate that.
I'm
yeah.
sorry, and I really hate speaking ill of people who are naturally gifted, because when you talk about the guy who's playing scripts, Reggie, he had a very weak foundation to start off as the sommelier to Carmella on Raw, but fuck, man, I'd be lying if I said that the guy isn't athletic.
No, yeah, of course. There's no denying that he's just saddled with a shit gimmick. What the hell?
I'll be even more disappointed if I find out that the gimmick was his idea. Ugh.
Right?
Ugh.
Please don't. That'd be because the execution on that is insane.
Also,
but yeah, no, we nothing but love to you, Jen. We're glad that we're helping. We're gonna help you chill out from.
We're glad that we're gonna help you chill and relax, and we're gonna use our bombastic, awesome wrestling ramble to help soothe your soul.
Indeed.
All right. So, and as for Ikemen Jiro, I'm surprised he's still around. I thought he would have been. I thought he was like go along with Kushida because WWE has a great track record in how they treat their Japanese stars.
Like the last big badass Japanese stars that they had was Shinsuke Nakamura, and then before him,
Asuka.
Yeah. Okay. Shinsuke Nakamura and Asuka. Those two are doing well for themselves on the main roster.
Okay, and but they
way
dropped.
Before that was Yoshihiro Tajiri,
Okay, fine. They did justice with Tajiri because damn, he was entertaining.
the Japanese buzzsaw. Hell yeah.
Okay, so their batting average is sort of 50-50, I guess, because they are doing well with Io Sky as part of Damage Control, and yeah. Okay, fine. And Miko Satomura. I cannot forget about her as well. All right. So let's go ahead and honestly, there were no crappy segments. I guess you know what? If I have to really pick a crappy segment, I guess it was the earlier post-match segment from Indus Share, and that's really it. Everything else, all the other segments on the show was actually pretty solid.
Not bad.
All right. But let's get to the main event of the night, and this match is for the NXT North American Championship.
Thank you, Koristi. Lisa Boo and Christy, we're helping Jen out. The moment we mentioned Shinsuke, she's humming his theme.
Yes. Let's get some violin emojis if we can. Throw up some violin emojis for us. There we go. Yeah, let's get some violin emojis up there. And if you want to, share some sun emojis, because the rising sun, go ahead and share that as well. But let's go ahead and shift gears, Juan. Let's talk about the main event. This is for the NXT North American Championship as Wes Lee defends against Tony D'Angelo, Gabagoo.
The gabagooli guy, the toopity poopy guy. What the? Seriously?
Stunada, paisano. I'm Italiano, you know.
Papity poopy? Peepity poopity pop?
Oh, yeah. We're bringing it back.
I still have this gift. I'm not giving it up. I'm not giving up worth a damn. You have to pry it from my cold, dead digits.
My God.
I'm not letting it go. No.
All right. So, yeah, it's been a long time since I talked about Tony D'Angelo here on this program.
Thank you, Kurisi, for throwing up the Japanese flag.
All right. So this was definitely nothing short of an awesome main event. Oh, hang on.
Vicente Guerrero's in the chat. Hello, Vicente. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. Horrible for Asuka is every time she has great singles matches, she would lose to Charlotte Flair after a 15-minute banger. Now you know one woman who does not want Charlotte back. Yeah, no,
Oof.
I mean, like, I don't blame her. I mean, for crying out loud, like, Charlotte's kind of
Well, we don't know. Let's not jump to assumptions. Let's go. We'll have to see how everything unfolds as we go into the future. But this match was definitely an awesome main event. And Tony D'Angelo, yeah, you could make fun of him being the Don of NXT. But he is another gifted athlete, and he's been throwing around to Wes Lee like a rag doll, hitting him with the German suplexes, lots of wrestling tosses, keeping him grounded, and basically showing him who's boss while the crowd boos the hell out of Tony D, as they should. Wes Lee was able to mount a comeback, but Tony D was able to use his numbers game as his backup guy. I'm trying to remember his name. Stacks. Yeah, Stacks.
Would that be this jacked up dude with your hat behind him?
Yes, Channing Lorenzo Stacks is his corner man, and he's providing the distraction to help Tony D secure the win with the referee's back turned.
Real quick, could he see in the chat was saying, I agree with you if he sent it. I'm sorry, but Charlotte is becoming overrated. Ain't that the damn truth? And she's not even on TV right now, is she?
No, she's not. She hasn't been on TV, not since she lost in an I Quit match earlier this year at WWE's WrestleMania Backlash against Ronda Rousey.
Go fucking figure. I guess she's kind of is quitting. And Gene Rick in the chat threw up a $4.99 super chat. You guys are the bomb. A lightsaber would beat a baseball bat.
Hells.
Handily. Hands down. Give me a purple lightsaber up in this bitch, and I will...
Whatever, man.
Whatever what?
All right.
You're the one who wants a red lightsaber because you're so bad.
All right, let's get to the finish of the match, as it looks like everything was going the Don's way. The Don's over at the second rope. He's about to hit his move until out comes the former leader of the former sub-leader of Retribution, Dijak. He attacks Tony D's corner man from behind, chokes him out, and gets him off the stage. This distracted Tony D long enough for Wesley to hit his finishing move and secure the victory. Your winner, and still the NXT North American Champion, Wes Lee.
Hot damn. All right. Okay. So this is interesting. Okay. Dominic Dijakovic. He's just gunning for people and he's just wrecking shit and
he's on a path for justice.
Okay, so he's a vigilante going up against a mobster.
And Wesley's just stuck in the middle.
Wesley's like, listen, I'm literally just here for the food, because I'm eating well, I'm eating good. I'm the North American champ, but y'all guys, you could do you, boo. Leave me out of this shit.
This, no doubt, is definitely going to set up a three-way triple threat match between Tony D, Dijak, and Wesley down the road for the NXT North American title.
What kind of beef would Dijak have with Wesley? What has Wesley done that's so egregious and unjust that would spur the ire of this vigilante or whatever the fuck?
Well, being a tag partner with Nash Carter would be a reason. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Fuck.
That's just me being an asshole.
Sent in the chat. Tony is an Italian stereotype, sure, but it works him great in the ring. But it works for him. Great, he's great in the ring too. Wesley is Desmond Xavier, no matter what his name changing is. Not shocking, a CZW and Impact guy can go. Yeah, no kidding. Like, okay, you could talk, and I'll be the first one to talk all the shit about CZW. I mean, come the fuck on.
All right, well, that's a story for another time. Let's not waste time with.
I'm trying to get to a point. One of the biggest legends, quote unquote, of CZW is a guy who signed a contract at Impact with a barbed wire ballpoint pen. Hey, I need barbed wire for this pen to be just like
God.
Okay. But yeah, I guess Desmond Xavier, if you minus out all the blood match, death match, crazy shit that CZW does, he's still badass. And
he is.
There's no denying that Impact Wrestling and their X division has been insane when it comes to showing cruiserweights and heavyweights going in hard-hitting, high-stakes, high-speed action.
And considering that we've recently learned the news that Ring of Honor star and Lucha Libre AAA star Dragon Lee, the luchador, has signed with WWE and is going to be making a debut in NXT next year.
Oh, shit.
Dude,
really?
I don't have a picture of it, but dude, that's going to add, that's going to be awesome.
Oh, God, you said this right in the chat. No, you're right as well, Jose, because Dragon Lee, that's going to be fucking amazing. Sorry, but Vicente popped up, he said Dijak is like, I hated Retribution, now everyone dies for my pain. Isn't it? Like, that's pretty much it, isn't it? That's
yeah, it is.
Much, like, if you had to verbalize it, that's pretty much as good. And you know what? It works for him. It works because he's still a fucking monster. He's still horrifying.
All right, well,
Dominic Dijakovic is a beast of a dude.
All right, well, let's go ahead and move on to this week's AEW Dynamite's TV special, AEW New Year Smash.
AEW Dynamite New Year Smash.
AEW Dynamite
Take
New Year
a look
Smash.
at all that smashing. Oh, it's
smashing.
It's smashing.
Oh, God. Light the fuse, hit the boom, Dynamite.
I am so sorry, Tim Curry. We're not trying to besmirch your honor.
All right, so New Year's Smash opens up with a great one-on-one wrestling match between the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, representing the Blackpool Combat Club.
What's left of it?
Going one-on-one against All Ego Ethan Page, representing the Firm.
Oh God Almighty. Okay.
God, the
D-Bry-
Firm. What a waste of a fucking supergroup.
D-Bry is the opening. Is part of the opening match. He's curtain jerking.
Yeah.
Really?
No, no. Come on. If you're like, here's the thing. If you're opening the match, if you're opening the show, then you're still then you still get a spotlight. If you're part of the main event, you get a spotlight.
I guess instead of it being a curtain jerk, it's a matter of like he's setting the tone for the rest of the show.
Right now,
Like,
let me paint a picture for you, Juan, so that you don't get the wrong idea. Brian Danielson.
Dragon crap again. Oh God, yeah. Ethan Page was doing Dragon Slayer, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Oh my God, you're right, Christy. Fucking hell.
All right. No. Wait, Dragon Slayer? No, that was Daniel Garcia.
Right. Okay, you're right. Okay.
Let me get to it, please.
Go ahead.
Right now, Brian Danielson is in a blood feud against MJF for the AEW World Title.
So what does the Firm have to do with it? I thought that
Because Ethan Page meddled into their business and wanted to, and he wants a shot at the AEW World Title.
Man, piss off, Ethan Page.
And while all this is going on, I don't have a picture of it, but MJF is actually was up on the bleachers during the match with the title, and he's with I guess his real life girlfriend. I'm not sure, but they only showed him like once. Like they only showed the shot once of him sitting at the bleachers, and they never come back to it. It's like for the rest of the match, they just ignored him as if he wasn't there. What's the point of showing him off if you're not going to show him off?
What's the point in showing off your All Elite Wrestling World Champion being an observer to this match and making a point of showing that he's watching if you're not going to get his reactions throughout the match? Not the whole fucking time. We don't need it split screen play-by-play with him. It's more a matter of him like, okay, I'm going to watch and I'm going to make sure that I can suss out which of these two bakas are going to come after me. Also, he sent in the chat, Dragon Lee becomes co-holder of the AAA Tag Team Championships and then is going to WWE. Bad booking, Tony Khan. Your multi-fed champs lose to this. Yep.
Well, I don't. Well, as far as I know, I don't think Dragon Lee hasn't signed a contract with AEW.
No, Dragon Lee is signed to WWE.
Yeah, he signed to WWE. But before he was signed to WWE, he never really signed anything with AEW. He was a free agent. He was free to roam around wherever he wants.
And I guess, what's her face? Triple H talked to Steph and Nick and told them, hey, guys, throw a contract this guy's way before Tony Khan wakes up.
All right, you know what? Let's save that for the end because I do want to share my insight.
Jen is asking perhaps MJF is taking notes on their wardrobe?
Nah. So, anyways, these two has fight, and they has an excellent wrestling match for the entire AEW audience to enjoy. Fun fact about Ethan Page, a former Impact World Tag Team Champion, and he also is not just a professional wrestler, but he's also a black belt in Taekwondo, much like Ivy Nile from the Diamond Mine.
Hooray.
So that's awesome. I like that. And that definitely came into play with a series of martial arts kicks from Ethan Page to wear down the American Dragon. And he even tried to execute the Ego's Edge, which is Scott Hall's finishing move, the Razor's Edge, only for Bryan Danielson to reverse it, only getting a 2 count. And then Bryan Danielson tries to lock in the LeBell Lock, only for Ethan Page to break the submission hold by the skin of his teeth, or rather by the tip of his leg, his foot. Because, he used his foot.
He got held up there.
Yeah, he got held up. Of course, the match ends with Bryan Danielson, of course, getting the win. Because, hey, man, one of these guys is going to be facing MJF, and they got to have all that momentum built up. Am I right?
Well, I guess. Well, I guess it makes sense if Ethan Page feels if he has a legitimate claim to the challenge for the AEW World Title. What was his? Okay, does anyone even really give a shit about the win-loss record anymore at AEW?
What is that?
Exactly. Okay, never mind me. Vicente.
Oh, no. You brought up a very good complaint, and I'm going to come back to that complaint in a bit. Go ahead.
Vicente, I remember Ethan Page's Karate Man gimmick, funny stuff. Oh,
no.
Yeah,
that was his final silly gimmicks that he did before his departure from Impact Wrestling, which was sad because I really enjoyed his teaming up with Josh Alexander when they were the North.
I would have thought that Ethan Page would have probably fit a little better with Speedball Mike Bailey.
No. Unfortunately, not. He's with AEW for what it's worth.
No, I would say while he was in Impact.
While he was and I agree with you.
Okay,
but alas, here we are.
Okay. Well,
Now
it's
let's.
okay. It's not the end of the universe, I suppose.
Oh, it will be because
How do you figure?
you're gonna hate me, Juan. But we're gonna be talking about
Why
the
am I gonna
exciting
hate
match
you,
of the
Jose?
night, which is round 6 of the best of 7 series for the AEW
Okay, this is why I'm
World.
gonna hate you. Never mind.
For the AEW
I'm gonna
World
just choke on the latte that K-Storm brought me.
for the
earlier tonight.
AEW World Trios title as Death Triangle, the defending champions, Pac, Penta El Cero Miedo, and Rey Fenix defend the championships against the Elite, being Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. And this time, it's Falls Count Anywhere.
No.
And they started off
No.
like they didn't even start off with the typical fashion where you have them come down to stage and introductions and everything. No, they started fighting immediately backstage.
They're like, okay, the match is going. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, Vicente, famous line from Brandy Rose to Ethan Page. We only signed you to get close to Josh Alexander.
Oh! Okay, say what you want about Brandy Rhodes, but that was a good burn.
What was it that she said to American Top Talent?
Oh yeah, you got a black belt?
You
That's
got
great.
Black belt, but I'm a black bitch.
Ah,
God.
that's a good one.
And she took off her earrings and took off her heels from right there. And she's like, "Oh fuck you! I'm gonna wreck y'all's right now." Hello, young fucks. Yeah, no, goodbye,
Yeah.
young fucks.
All right, let's get to
God,
it. All
fucking
right, let's
damn
get
it,
to
these
it.
idiots.
They start brawling backstage. There was a lot of cool spots that they did. Not gonna lie, it was all entertaining. They kept the fight going until they made their way up the entrance Titantron until they eventually took the fight into the ring. There was because it was Falls Count Anywhere, they were all over the place, and the action didn't slow down not 1 second. There was way too many spots for me to call, so I'm not going to waste any time with it. But your winners, and now tied 3-3.
They have to be tied. Don't you understand, Jose? This is them being the underdogs. The executive vice presidents and guys who are literally in charge of the company, 2 of whom don't like playing with anyone who aren't their buddies, and 1 of whom burns $80 million on a $40 million video game project. They have to come up from behind. They have to be the underdog winners who are going to defy the odds and rise to the occasion, Jose. Don't you understand? That's how you have heroes, Jose. That's how you have heroes.
Carry on my way.
Dick and die. The Winchesters would have to didn't sacrifice themselves a gajillion times over and exercise them shits just for this to freaking be usurped. Omega, coming off injury, sure wrestled like he did not give a fuck. Off balcony slam, for fuck's sake.
Oh yeah, the finish of the match. I'll talk about the finish of the match here. Pac actually did lock in the brutalizer submission hold on Mac Jackson, trying to force him to tap out, but before he could, Kenny Omega actually jumped off of one of the entrance structures amongst the crowd up on the bleachers, and then planted Rey Fenix with a one-winged angel. I'm guessing they landed through a crash pad, and they were able, and Kenny Omega was able to get the win before Matt tapped out.
Holy shit! Yeah,
So,
okay.
yeah.
I'm chilling out. I'm breathing.
Okay,
again.
I was gonna say, you have to understand, folks. Juan didn't always hated the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. He never always doesn't always hated them. There was a time
where I was okay with them. Okay, they're goofy, but they were tolerable. At least they weren't ganking and gooking into the face of the camera to show people how cool and awesome they were until they did that.
Yeah,
it was,
exactly.
What, 2020 or 2021? Where they did that with Mortal
Where they
Kombat.
started doing that? 2021.
2021 when
That's when they did their heel turn.
No, it wasn't so much a heel turn. It was while the fucking
Showing their true colors?
No, that it was while they were while AEW was doing the cross promotion because HBO Max and Tony Khan wants to appease their masters on TV, so he allowed cross promotion of Mortal Kombat. Matt Jackson fucking did Johnny Cage's split leg nut punch from Mortal Kombat,
yeah,
to quote unquote promote the rebooted movie of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
and when he did that, instead of playing it cool and playing it right, he fucking ganked and gooked at the
camera when the camera's zooming in on Matt Jackson,
on Matt Jackson's face,
and that was the tipping point for Juan.
And like, okay, no fucking respect for them. Nope, I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done.
Like Juan said, he didn't always hate them. Like, hell, Juancho, let me ask you this. What did you think about the wrestling match between Kenny Omega versus Chris Jericho at Wrestle Kingdom 12 in 2018?
I didn't actually get to watch it all in its entirety, so I can't tell you.
Okay, never mind.
Besides, that was 4 years ago. I was over here thinking that, the cleaner gimmick, because they were part of Bullet Club, and I thought that was like, because he's not just the main guy, he's like the enforcer who's there to mop up and wipe people out. That's why he's the cleaner. No, I mistook that too. It's because he literally comes out with a mop and or a broomstick.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I thought that was cool, that nickname, but
then it got silly.
Vicente Juan on a play-by-play of Kenny and the Bucks matches would be fun. Few hours rant. Even Shawn Michaels somewhat said, what do you call it? TYB should pay him royalties on the Young Bucks should pay him.
Oh,
yeah, right.
Right.
For fucking serious, they would be out of house and home if they for every check that they would have to cut Shawn Michaels. No, fuck it. No, don't just split it to Shawn Michaels. Send it to Lance Storm. Send it to freaking Stevie Richards. Who else is better at super kicking?
Shelton Benjamin?
Yeah, Shelton fucking Benjamin!
Who just turned 47 years old, and he's still wrestling.
What?
Shelton Benjamin's 47 years old. He's been
No,
wrestling.
bullshit.
He's
No, he's not.
He's been in the wrestling business for 20 years.
No, that's not what Shelton Benjamin. He's not 47. No, you're fucking lying. You're fucking lying. You're fucking lying. You're fucking lying. Don't give me that shit. You're fucking. Oh my god, he's not fucking lying. 1970.
He doesn't look it, does he?
No. Oh my god.
Like, look for a recent photo of him in
I'm
20.
trying not like. There's an expression, but like I don't want to sound racist, but it's an expression that folks have. Black don't crack. I guess it's true with Shelton Benjamin. Oh my lord. He still looks like he's like mid-30s. No. Oh my god.
All right.
That's
all right.
horrifying.
It
man.
is. I know. De-aging effects. It's weird on people, isn't it?
No. How the hell? Healthy living, good exercise. Oh, shit.
I know, right?
God.
Now, that being
I'm
said,
horrified.
let's go ahead and move away from the trash fire that is the Elite, and let's go ahead and talk about something a little bit more riveting, a little bit more down to earth, more hip-hop, if I may. The AEW World Tag Team Champions, the acclaimed Platinum Max Caster and Anthony Bowens, along with Billy Gunn, have released another music video. And this time, it is a diss music video against Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal.
Oh, hell yes.
Now, Juan, I know you saw the music video.
Oh, God.
How would you best describe it?
It was freaking ridiculous. I loved it. Okay. As goofy as it is to have a pair of your tag team champions putting diss tracks out, Max Caster sells it like a champ because he's excellent with the flow. Fucking oh my god, like the fact that the both of them are together and they've got the energy of like, yeah, fuck off with both of y'all. And even Billy Gunn, just fucking all up in this shit. It was insane.
It's also
and
important
Anthony
to
Bowens just has the ineffable energy that just bounces off and reflects everything that Max Caster's got. Just Billy Gunn's just there like, I'm here for the food.
And speaking
I'm
of
just
Max,
happy to be here.
And speaking of Max Caster, boy oh boy, does Max Caster have a reputation of dropping some real heavy burns in his rhymes.
Okay, I threw up flame emojis earlier for Brandy Rhodes' burn on America Top Talent over here.
But now let's throw up a little bit more for Max Caster's burn because he really gets in. He lays in some real life shtick onto when he's dissing Jeff Jarrett.
Now let's not forget Mr. King of the Mountain Jeff Jarrett, double J J E F J A R A T, has never been in a promotion that he didn't personally own and or operate, where he didn't book himself to be on top. So yeah, there's plenty to crap on him for that. But apparently, that wasn't the only route that they decided to go on. Oh my god.
Go for it, Juan.
Did
you find what he said?
I'm actually trying to look for the bit that he said on here. Give me 2 seconds. Where is it? Okay, I guess I'll check out 411 Mania. Maybe they have the
Yeah, by all means. I'm pretty sure they do. Like you'll have to scroll down and find it. Like, maybe.
Okay. Oh my god. No, I don't want to allow that. Shut up. Why is no one actually transcribing these fucking rhymes? It's fucking brilliant.
Well, if we don't find the transcription of it, then that's fine. We could just continue on. But during the music video, yeah, go ahead, Juan. Tell
during the music video, it's hysterical because what's his face? Max Caster says it says something along the lines of like, oh, a carny ripping people off and the worst Jeffrey since Dahmer. Oh God!
And he also mocked Jay Lethal and making fun of his career of impersonating the Nature Boy Ric Flair and the Macho Man Randy Savage.
But it doesn't stop there, folks. Max Caster, who is no stranger to controversy, has gone and basically threw a freaking white phosphorus grenade in the direction of Jeff Jarrett in a line. That goes something along the lines of you stealing money like it's Kurt Angle's wife.
Oh,
making reference to the real life affair that Karen Jarrett had while she was married to Kurt Angle that she had with Jeff Jarrett. That TNA back in 2010 decided to fold into a storyline where she legitimately divorced Kurt Angle, legitimately got married with Jeff Jarrett. They had a legitimate affair, heated lovers' quarrel thing back then that had tumult and drama and it was right up there in the caliber of the rivalry between Edge, Lita, and Matt Hardy because it was based on real life.
Yeah, the real life drama between Kurt Angle, Karen Jarrett, and Jeff Jarrett was embarrassingly made public in the years of TNA.
Yep, and thankfully, this has become sadly has become a part of wrestling lore and wrestling history, and apparently on the Twitters. Jeff Jarrett has said that he can't effing wait until his wife and Caster are face to face, hinting that Karen Jarrett might actually show up on TV, in which she actually fucking put up a tweet saying, and I quote, "Hey, at Tony Khan, your little boy at Platinum Max thought he was cute and went somewhere he should have never ever capitalized gone." And you and him have no idea, capitalized, what you've gotten started.
Okay, two things to consider.
God.
Either she's in on the act because, come on, Jeff Jarrett is gonna talk to Karen Jarrett about what the fuck he's doing.
And if he's not talking to her, she'll find out on TV, and he'll have to fucking explain it to her afterwards. Or B, somehow
she got burnt. She got really burnt.
And in the last 12 years since she was involved in a televised professional wrestling storyline involving her infidelity on her husband Kurt Angle. Yeah, I know. Kurt Angle, he was on benzos and fucking Percocets and
he was nose deep in alcohol and painkillers.
Yeah, he was in shit shape back then, and TNA's was basically a candy factory when it came to their drug policy. So he was no
their live and let live policy, yeah.
So they were no saints in that regard, but the fact that she resulted to infidelity on that end is just lowbrow. So I'm hoping and praying to God and Ishbala and Vishnu and Allah
and Shiva
and Moses and Shiva and the
Buddha
and Buddha and the indomitable Tao and Chakravarti and I don't know Mother Abeloth of the
Chuck Norris.
Who?
And Chuck Norris?
No, not Chuck Norris. No, not Chuck Norris.
We're not praising Chuck Norris?
We're not praying to Chuck Norris. I will, however, fucking sign a pact with Khonshu. I'll become the Moon Knight because, please, she better be working because she better not be that stupid.
All right.
I hope she's not that stupid.
Only time will tell, but this was certainly entertaining, and holy crap, you know what? As long as the fans love the Acclaimed, I don't think any controversy is going to stop their momentum.
Kuristi had to go. She says, I have to rest. Good night, everyone. Kuristi, rest up. Your
Rest
health
up,
comes
my
first.
friend.
Holy shit. Please.
You are fine. Don't worry. Go ahead and rest
in
up.
the chat. LOL at the Acclaimed using a fake Macho Man for the Jay Lethal diss. A week later, still gold when Max said, you're rolling with the not-so-great Kali.
Oh!
Well, to be fair, Karen Jarrett was a good heel on the mic. Okay.
Hey, man, that is my diss. Only I get to make fun of Satnam Singh being a great Kali ripoff.
Yeah, but then again, Max Caster did it on TV.
Shit,
We're
and he
doing
did
it
cool.
on YouTube.
Fuck, and he did it cooler.
Yeah,
Damn
he
it.
did it cooler.
Fuck.
And, like, Jose, come on. Are you going to compete with that sort of swagger?
Yeah, I know I can.
Are you going to compete with Anthony Bowen's?
Nah, he can wrap circles around me just as much as John Cena can out-promo Roman Reigns in less than a minute.
Right?
That's
It's fucking sad.
All right, let's
you can
go.
tell we're enjoying ourselves here.
Well, of course,
Watch
it's Wrestle
Jose kill the mood with something terrifying.
All right, this was sort of a lackluster but still fun squash match as the FTW champion himself, the son of the ECW World Heavyweight Champion Taz, Hook, goes one.
They sent Hook!
He's
Thank God! Oh my God, where the fuck has Hook been?
Wrestling
where
on-
the Hook has fuck been?
good one. He's been wrestling on Rampage, but now he's showing up a little more on Dynamite, and he's still undefeated, 17-0.
Oh my God, Hook! Thank God that he's okay. Thank God he's still alive.
And it didn't take him much long to make that a notch into an 18-0 because he squashed another jobber. I forgot his name, but it didn't matter. He went to town on him, hit him with a couple of Taz plexes before hitting him with some cross-face blows to the face, and eventually choking him out with the red rum. Your winner, Hook.
Yay, a boy!
But then his victory was cut short as the Firm interrupted, and the Firm's giant bodyguard, W. Morrissey. Well, I guess they give him a different name, but I don't give a fuck.
What
Actually,
fucking name did they give him?
I don't know. He then stood toe to toe against Hook, while Jungle Boy was brawling with Lee Moriarty and other members of the Firm at ringside. And these two has fight, but oh man, the size and power difference between the two men is just too much. And it looks like W. Morrissey's about to choke slam Hook until he was saved by Jungle Boy, who went to town on W. Morrissey with a 2x4, sending him scurrying out of the ring.
Yay.
I mean, it's good we're doing...
It's not Jungle Boy, it's Jack...
Jungle Boy Jack Perry.
Jack Perry, there we
I
go.
forgot. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you
that
gotta
being
remember
said,
he's
okay.
not that jungly boy anymore. He's trying to be a man.
That being okay,
Man's
I'm
man.
good with Jack Perry moving on from his bout with his feud with Luchasaurus, but the Firm, come on, man, they're a waste.
No, Jose, no, this works, okay? Jungle Hook, all right?
Jungle Hook, ooh, that's
Jungle Hook.
Shit, that's a good one.
Hashtag Jungle Hook. As much as I like
Wait,
Morrissey-
Wancho, careful! That name sounds too cool that AEW might trademark it and use it for merchandising.
All right, fuck you, Tony Khan. I want. May I take the mic?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. God damn it! It's too. It's
Yeah, you
too
can. They can still see you.
All right. Fuck you, Tony Khan. I'm saying this right now. If you try to monetize or trademark Jungle Hook or hashtag Jungle Hook or whatever, I am coming for you, and you are cutting me a fucking check. And I'm not talking about a tiny piece of shit check. I mean actual money. I want a minimum 5 figures out of your ass. Minimum $10,000 out of you. And you better send it over. Hashtag the Wancho. Hashtag the Ravens Flock. Hashtag Jungle Hook. I'm putting it out here now, and you better not skimp. You silly, coked out dweeb. Fuck. Learn to delegate. You're going to drive yourself into an early grave. You dumbass fuck. Hashtag Jungle Hook.
All right, thank you for that. That being said, if he does,
Barry was channeling Hacksaw Jim Duggan with the 2x4. You're right.
So Wancho,
right.
if Tony Khan does acquiesce to your request, will you stop bashing him?
No.
But he's giving you money.
He's giving me money for my invention if he's going to try to monetize it. That's not reparation for that's not a non-disclosure for or a deal or like a gag agreement or gag order or whatever. That's just compensation. I'm coming up with that hashtag right now. Hashtag Jungle Hook. And if he tries to put that on AEW merchandising, I'm coming for his ass.
Well, it's already publicly known that Tony Khan is, for lack of a better phrase,
a coked out dweeb.
Do you mind? He does get petty with his Twitter talk on social media. I'm surprised that he hasn't gotten petty with us and tried to slap us with a warning.
Like, what are we doing? We're showing still images that are publicly available of AEW that are published by AEW, we are providing context and opinion which is transformative to the content of All Elite Wrestling in order to provide our reviews of the content. That is transformative. That is fair use.
That is true.
And we are putting in time, effort, and our own money, and a lot of cases, my sanity, in order to produce this fine programming. He has no room to move.
All right, let's go ahead and move on then, and let's get to
Jungle Hook.
Let's get to
$10,000 minimum.
Let's get to the boring segment of the night as we get to a backstage interview with the since Tony Schiavone has relinquished his mic stand crown. I see we have a new heir to the throne, and I hate saying this. I hate saying this because I love Renee Paquette. She's amazing on the mic. She actually knows how to do her damn job.
Wheeler Yuta chasing down the goddamn... That's not the Trustbusters, is it?
No, it is a new faction. It is Swerve Strickland and his faction called Vogel Affiliates, which is the team of Parker Boudreaux and, god damn it, I forgot his name. Something Glenstone, whatever the fuck. Even Swerve doesn't even introduce his name. He's like, oh, you want to know this guy's name? You'll find out soon enough. When? When are we going to find out?
Vogel Affiliates. Give me a second. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, type in Vocal Affiliates AEW.
Yeah, all right, give me a second. Yeah, wow. Oh, okay, hang on a minute. Vogel
Affiliates. Oh, yeah.
It's Mogul Affiliates.
Mogul Affiliates. Sorry, that looked like a V. I thought it's a Vogel Affiliates. But no, it's Mogul Affiliates.
Okay, let me see who these guys are.
All right, so the guy in the middle between Swerve and the dude with the tattooed face is obviously Parker Boudreaux, former Harland from WWE NXT.
Gunnar Harland, yeah. Poor freaking dude. Grandin
Gottsman. Okay, so Gottsman, Parker, and Swerve Strickland, they are Mogul Affiliates. And Wheeler Yuta interrupted their interview to basically challenge Swerve Strickland to a one-on-one match on Rampage.
They said this not wrong. Sorry, they said this in the chat. Juan Jose could piss and spit on Tony Khan, and he would still pay $30,000 for your booking ideas.
Fuck.
Hell yeah! Pay me my money.
All right, here's the thing. I have no problem in trashing Tony Khan. I don't want to trash the promotion because me and Juan, I know Juan's gonna try to
want there to be competition in professional wrestling. I don't want pro wrestling to just be WWE as the monolith with 98% of the market share. I want good entertainment,
and for all the
competent management behind that entertainment.
Yeah, and I was gonna say for all the faults in the management, Juan, you still think that there's some good wrestling in AEW?
Yes, I do. The women's division is so terribly underrepresented. You've got fucking guys like Hook. Apparently, Jack Perry Jungle Boy is teaming up with Hook, and Jungle Boy's got his own record. You've got D-Bry. You've got Claudio Castagnoli.
You have a strong tag team division.
You've got FTR, for fuck's sake. And even though they have him like suspended or fucking on medical leave or whatever, you have CM Punk still under contract.
And we will get to him in just a bit.
Like, you have all the makings of good wrestling programming. What you need is a way to mix these excellent, beautiful, expensive colors, inks, paints that you have on your palette, and what you need is a skilled hand at blending and using these paints to paint a portrait of excellent entertainment where you're mixing these fucking paints and you do so in a way that doesn't end up with the color shit brown. But apparently Tony Khan is still at finger painting from kindergarten because that's all he can produce is shit brown stuff. And it's the wrestlers' talents that salvage this shit. Okay, back to Mogul Affiliates and Wheeler Yuta.
All right, so yeah, it was a nothing segment. It was a nothing segment that nobody cared about for another stable because, yeah, that's what we need.
More stables. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Every single one of these guys, Parker Boudreaux, Gottsman, Swerve Strickland, Graydon Gottsman or whatever.
Here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with stables. The problem is with AEW, some of these stables will rise to the top while others will languish by the wayside.
Exactly. Like, how long have we seen and heard hashtag join Dark Order? Dark Order fizzled out, and after the passing of Brody Lee, it should have dissolved, but they basically kept it together as a memorial act to the guy in order to promote
as a living tribute for
as
Brody.
a living tribute to him, and they're keeping the dude's kid around. Like, guys, let the kid have a life. What if they don't want to grow up in pro wrestling? What if they want to get into, I don't know, being a dentist, like that one elf in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Like, who freaking knows?
Who knows?
Like, let's let the kid grow up and decide for themselves if they want to follow in their daddy's footsteps or if they want to carve out their own path in whatever career or future they have. Don't just shove them on TV, masked or otherwise.
I think we're deviating. Like, we got to get back to the stables problem.
Point is, stables, too many, what the fuck?
Yeah. All right, but let's go ahead and get to the main event of New Year's Smash. And this one-on-one match is for the AEW TNT Championship. As the king of television, the AEW TNT Champion and the Ring of Honor World Television Champion himself, Samoa Joe.
It's literally the walking billboard guy that Tony Khan has decided to plaster at Warner Media Discovery.
Samoa Joe.
The Ring of Honor TV on TNT champion Samoa Joe
Takes on Wardlow, the man
for the TNT Championship.
This is a rematch for Wardlow, since Wardlow dropped the TNT title to Samoa Joe in a triple threat match at Full Gear. I think it was it was Full Gear.
See,
yes.
you've got Wardlow, you've got Samoa Joe. You have the makings of good pro wrestling. Samoa Joe is a practiced hand. He is a legend in the world of indie wrestling, and he can produce a fucking excellent match out of a goddamn broomstick. Fuck the cleaner Kenny Omega. Give him broomsticks to wrestle, and you'll get an excellent show.
And Wardlow's no slouch too. For one of the homegrown talents of the AEW roster, he's done pretty well for himself.
Go fucking figure. Like, all it took was him separating away from MJF. We're not trying to shit on MJF. We're like, okay, him separating from MJF was the best thing that could have happened to him.
But that being said, let's get to it. So earlier in the night, Wardlow was actually ambushed in a backstage interview by Samoa Joe, and Samoa Joe took out Wardlow's leg. And so Wardlow was wrestling hurt, or rather he was selling the injury. And it was a long fight between both men, as Samoa Joe, being the mastermind that he is, targeted the weakened leg of Wardlow, neutralizing his ability to powerbomb Samoa Joe.
Excellent.
Yes, indeed. And there were many attempts when Samoa Joe did lock in the coquina clutch, but Wardlow, the master of mayhem, powering out and fighting back against this bastard Samoa Joe. Even at one point hitting Samoa Joe with a swanton bomb. Holy fuck, this guy's big and he's flying, only to get a 2 count.
Like, see, Wardlow would be right at home in Impact Wrestling's X Division with that kind of agility. But, like, seriously, the fact that he's exposed to this much television audience at AEW, that just goes to show you that, Wardlow is an excellent fit.
Yes, indeed. And then Wardlow, it looks like he was going to finish off for Samoa Joe and hitting the powerbomb sympathy, but then Samoa Joe hit a sneak attack, hit a chop block at the back of Wardlow's weakened leg, and then locked into coquina clutch, forcing Wardlow to pass out in the ring and getting a technical win. Your winner, and still AEW's TNT champion, Samoa Joe.
You have to say it right. The AEW. The Ring of Honor.
The Ring of Honor
TV on AEW.
On AEW World Champion, Samoa Joe.
On TNT.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Samoa Joe won. Damn it, Juan, don't make it complicated.
What the hell is this?
I'm about to get to that, but you're fucking
the thing is
champ
that
jargon.
Tony Khan is a fucking idiot. There we go.
All right. Of course, then afterwards, to add more insult to injury, Samoa Joe took out Wardlow, hitting him in the head with the titles, and then grabbed a pair of scissors from under the ring and chopped off Wardlow's ponytail. Chopped off his hair and hoisted up as his prize, as his trophy, because fuck Wardlow.
He sent them. Samoa Joe did his Brutus the Barber Beefcake impression so well last night. Much as Joe's getting the badass booking he's supposed to have, Wardlow should get that booking too. Right? Like, okay, so yeah, we've seen irresistible force, immovable object here in the form of Joe and Wardlow. All right,
but it didn't stop right there. After Joe cut off the hair and was parading around it, he was attacked from behind by Darby Allin, who attacked Samoa Joe with the skateboard, hitting him in the back and sending him scaring out of the ring.
God damn!
So
what the hell? Like, we don't have a graphic.
no, we don't have a graphic for that. This was an awesome main event, and this, I think, will open the gates for a possible repackaging on Wardlow. Since no offense to Wardlow, he's a great wrestler, but his TNT Championship run was not good.
It was pee pee poo poo.
Like, he was losing a lot of that babyface luster.
But now we have an opportunity for Wardlow to, like, okay, it's clear I'm not going to be AEW's TNT or Ring of Honor TV champion. I'm not going to be the billboard for Tony. What can I do next? Maybe he can try for the All-Atlantic title. Maybe he could try gunning for the Ring of Honor Pure title, or the Ring of Honor World title,
or go for the AEW All Atlantic title.
I just said that.
Oh yeah, you did. Sorry.
Like, I mean, or maybe he'll try to set up for the AEW World title. Oh, the Master and the Apprentice going back against each other.
That would actually be cool.
MJF and Wardlow for the AEW World title.
That would be awesome, and I would be all for that. Now, unfortunately, this is where our review portion has to come to an end because, as mentioned earlier, Impact Wrestling did not have a live programming this week. They did their best of 2022, all the great moments of Impact Wrestling. So there was nothing for me to cover. However, we're not going to leave. We're not going to end this show on a wet fart. We actually do have a little bit of news to cover with you in regards to, which seems to be a very popular topic since the whole mess started in September 4th. The situation with CM Punk.
Look in my eyes, what do you see? The cult of personality.
And his current contractual status with AEW.
Do we have an article that perhaps I can show?
I'm about to pull up some articles right now. I apologize, guys.
Yeah, I was actually going to say, do me a favor and link me those articles so I can show them to our fine viewing audience. Zay.
Yes, absolutely. I'm about to send it to you on Messenger, so keep your Messenger open.
That's what I'm doing, Zay.
All right. So as I'm doing this, let me give you the quick cliff notes of what's going on with this debacle with the brawl out of All Out of 2022. So after CM Punk defeated Jon Moxley in the main event of AEW All Out in Chicago, Illinois on September 4th and captured the AEW World Championship, in a post-pay-per-view media scrum, CM Punk sat down with the press and other journalists, and without prompting, he cut another pipe bomb that is 10 times stronger than the pipe bomb that he cut in 2011 in WWE. This time, in his pipe bomb, he basically cut down Tony Khan, and he basically also cut down a lot of wrestlers in AEW, basically burying AEW in front of the entire world.
Now, that's the fun part is this, and which is not surprising. Punk was speaking a lot of truth. He was speaking a lot of truth to power, and he was telling everyone and their mother, anyone who would listen to him, how he was, and I quote, he's hurt, he's fucking tired, and he works with fucking children.
Yeah.
In the vein of talking about the Elite, the Young Bucks, Kenny Oblivious, and the Hangman Adam Page, who still to this day got off on this shit and came off smelling like roses. Some fucking how. I'm not going to forgive the Hangman for basically getting away with setting off this explosion and walking away like he had nothing to do with it.
And after CM Punk's portion of the media scrum, there was a reported fight backstage between CM Punk and his real life friend and trainer Ace Steel against Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. And as a result of the fight, all of the wrestlers were suspended and they had their championships stripped from them. The AEW World titles and the World Trios titles were stripped from them following their suspension. And as of this stream right now, the Young Bucks are back on TV. No idea about their contractual status as their contract is set to expire in January of 2023.
Whereas CM Punk has been suspended, or if you were to believe the official story, that he's still convalescing from his injuries after the AEW All Out main event.
But now we finally have a little bit of an update on CM Punk's status with AEW.
If you fine folks would be so kind as to take a look at this article from TJRWrestling.net. CM Punk shares intriguing response to Dax Harwood's plea for him and the Elite to reconcile. Go freaking figure. Dax Harwood, he's got his own podcast now.
Here, I'll go ahead. Yeah, I'll go ahead and read that part out aloud. So, on his new FTR podcast on ad-free shows recently, Dax Harwood said the following about wanting CM Punk and the Elite to get back on the same page again because he wants to see Punk back in AEW. He said this, and I quote, "Everyone knows about the legalities of the situation, and no one is really expressing what is going to happen, what has happened, and what won't happen. I can tell you all I can be truthful about. I can only tell you what I know and what I perceive to know. I hope that he comes back. Regardless of what any of us think personally, I know that we all want to be the best, and I know we all want the best for professional wrestling. It's given us a life that we could never have otherwise. This is my plea to all four guys. Please, find a way to make it work. If we can make it work, we can set up the future of professional wrestling for a long time, and we can change the course of professional wrestling for a very long time. When you think about it, unselfishly, we're doing this for 20 to 30 years down the road, so guys and girls can make a living."
Now, following the news of what Dax Harwood said on his podcast, CM Punk went on Instagram with this short reply, with thanks to Sean Ross Sapp, Fightful for the image. Duh.
Yeah.
Hold on. What the?
Wait.
Here it is. Here's the actual image, and I'm hoping that I can actually zoom in on the image enough.
And what does it say?
Duh.
Yeah. Duh. Just a simple response. Duh. As in, yeah, of course. As in, yeah, of course. CM Punk wants to work with them. So, yeah. I guess this can also shoot down a lot of speculation that CM Punk may be, as his contract was bought off by AEW, and that he may be on his way to WWE.
Now they're saying what duh means could be different things to different people. It could be Punk's way of saying that maybe one day he will work out his problems with the Elite, but it could also mean it won't happen anytime soon. As we head into 2023, Punk's future in wrestling remains a mystery.
Now we've
Thank
been
you very much to
TJR Wrestling.
TJR Wrestling, specifically John Canton, who published this article earlier today.
Now, now we've been following this story since it actually happened in September, and if you want to,
zoomed in too close on you.
Yeah, and if you want to know more details about this story from us, our take on it, Juan can actually share the episode of the Black Files where we covered the brawl out from AEW All Out 2022.
Yeah, all out, brawl out, fall out. So many alliterations. We like to have fun with our titles. Jose likes magic numbers.
Why, thank you.
We like to goof with our titling on things.
Wordplay is my specialty.
It's not your specialty. It's a hobby.
Fine, whatever. Anyway, so
I'm the one who
Juancho,
around
so Juan, what are your thoughts? Do you think this shoots down any speculation of CM Punk being out of contract with AEW?
Who knows?
Out the window?
Really don't. I wish I did. I'm actually trying to pull up the all out, brawl out, blah, blah, blah. Hang on.
Yeah. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. I think it would suck a lot for AEW if they let CM Punk go, because CM Punk brings in money and he brings in ratings. And think about it this way: when he came back on an episode of AEW Rampage in the summer of 2021, yeah, it generated like nearly slightly over 1 million viewers. On that night's Rampage, but imagine how bigger of an impact would have been if he returned on to WWE.
It would be astounding.
Yes, it would be.
It would be earth-shattering. A man who swore he would never return to the land of pro wrestling, the land of sports entertainment, the land of the giants, and there he is, cashing in a big fat paycheck and being the best in the world on the biggest stage, which he deserves.
There's also
Vicente, real quick, he's saying when and if CM Punk comes back, it will be huge money, even bigger money if Punk versus either Young Bucks in a shoot on pay-per-view. Dax is totally right, wanting Punk and the Elite to work out the personal shit. Keep getting paid, motherfuckers.
Yes.
Yeah.
What this is, you know what this is? It looks like, and this is me speculating, another theory, that this whole thing, it started off as a shoot, but now they're using it as a work.
I hope that's the case.
I hope that's the case. I hope that's the case. There's also another conspiracy going around by a couple of blokes overseas that Triple H coming to power in WWE may have cost CM Punk's pipe bomb on the media scrum.
What?
Yeah.
Who the fuck said that?
The folks from Wrestle Talk.
What?
In one of their video essays on how WWE is screwing with AEW, they brought up a bunch of factors between between WWE tampering with AEW talent and counter programming their shows, undermining their comments, and also infringing on their global partnership on AEW's global partnerships with New Japan and AAA. That Tony Khan didn't prioritize the talent of the AEW, and that Triple H may have caused CM Punk's post pay-per-view pipe bomb.
Okay, that's a little much.
That's a little too much. I said, that's a conspiracy theory.
That's a little too conspiratorial. That's coincidental. Correlation and causation, baby.
Yeah. Which is interesting because CM Punk and Triple H are two polar opposites. When they were trying to work together in the early 2010s, CM Punk represented the
anti-establishment,
the indie wrestlers, and Triple H represented the big business. And now we look at 2022, where Triple H has embraced more of the indie wrestling style with his success with NXT, and CM Punk is now a top level politician in AEW.
But here's the thing. It's like Hunter is in that position where he's promoting independent wrestlers because he sees that that's where the action is. That's where the future is. That's where professional wrestling is right now. And to get in on the ground level on that form of pro wrestling and to promote that up on the big stage, polish it up, take some of the rough edges off. You can Disney-fy it if you want. But as far as that's concerned, it's still a smart business move. Whereas CM Punk, who is a seasoned man, who's a made man in pro wrestling on his way out, he got himself a nice sweetheart deal with Tony Khan because Tony Khan is a coked out dweeb and doesn't know how to negotiate.
Yeah.
And CM Punk knows that he's an easy money mark. Punk got himself a sweetheart deal. And since he's worth that, he knows what he wants to do in the ring and what he doesn't want to do. And considering that he has enough pull in order to make that happen, he can say that he's politicking, but it's not like he hasn't earned his clout for politicking. And anyone else trying to cast shade on that style of operating has no room to talk. I.e., Chris Jericho, Rick getting his hooks in on Ricky Starks.
Yeah, fuck him.
Right, dude, I'm surprised we didn't mention that.
That's because they haven't fought yet.
Vicente, as far as anyone knows, Punk still hates Triple H, much like Scott Steiner hates Triple H. Yeah, probably, yeah, you're right. Yeah. But then again, the Steiner brothers did get inducted earlier this year in the Hall of Fame, so
whoopie-doo!
So there had to be at least enough business professionalism for Scott Steiner to either A, shake Hunter's hand like, hey, great to be here, ha! Or B, know enough like hey, there's Hunter. Good to see him. I'm not going to talk with him, not to snub him, but I don't want to cause shit. This is here to celebrate us, and I'm glad for that moment.
Exactly. That being said,
of course, Braun Breaker inducting his uncle and his daddy. That's always nice.
That's always nice. But getting back to the Punk point, I guess we'll just have to continue and follow along with the story because there doesn't seem to be an end with the story surrounding CM Punk and his contract status with AEW.
Yeah, no, as far as this goes, we're still in unknown territory. We're still in unknown waters. The future is murky in terms of CM Punk's status in the world of pro wrestling. But we're hoping against hope, much like Dax Harwood, that
all parties can come together and actually work out something. Work this out, for fuck's sake.
It would be insane if they did.
Indeed.
It would be insane, and I would love it.
That being said, my final thoughts for this year's AEW Dynamite's New Year's Smash. It was actually a pretty good show to finish off the year. It started off with a great wrestling match. It ended with a great wrestling match. Bryan Danielson and Samoa Joe are obviously veterans of the ring, along with Ethan Page. Wardlow, I hope that Wardlow gets some sort of a repackaging after his fight against Samoa Joe. And the Acclaimed continue to be one of the most entertaining things in AEW right now. The fans love them. The fans love the rhymes. I don't give a fuck. Keep pushing these guys as tag champs. But man, oh man. Everything else was all right. At this point, did the women get a match? The women did get a match. There was a tag match between Willow Nightingale and Ruby Soho versus Ty Mello and Anna Jay. It was all right. And at this point, when it comes to Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, at this point, I'm at the point where I'm just crossing off days off the calendar, just like, okay, when is their next fight? When's their next fight? When's their next fight? When's their next fight? Just waiting for them to stop. Just waiting for them to fucking stop.
Don't hold your breath.
Although it would be a
We're
big
up to the last match now because they're coming up from behind. They're the underdogs. They're challenging the norms and they're defying the odds and they're doing it for all the fans because you can't have all elite wrestling without the elite.
Oh, but Juancho, consider this
Jeff
for
Jarrett was bad.
Consider this for a conspiracy. What if everything is set up for CM Punk to fuck over the elite from winning the AEW World Trios titles?
Where'd you get that idea?
I just thought of it right now.
Bullshit. No. You never come up with something that fucking heinous on your own. Who gave you that idea? Spill.
It was all me, baby.
Bullshit.
100% me. I just now thought of it. That's how cool I am.
Okay, when is the final match between these guys?
In 2 weeks from now.
You really think that CM Punk is going to get his shit in and ready to go and wreck the elite out of the World Trios title?
Well, if you consider
in 2 weeks' time.
Well, if you could consider the recovery time from his torn triceps between the early September and January, I think it's possible.
And are you insinuating that somehow, some fucking how, Dax Harwood telegraphed this to us in this podcast of his? By making this,
considering that
by
CM
making
Punk
this...
is close to FTR right now, I would not put it past it. However, I will be more than happy to eat my words if that does not turn out to be the case. I'm sorry. I just want the elite to lose. And I want AEW to redesign the World Trios titles and get their fucking faces off the plates.
Thank the fuck out of you.
You want to have the Trios titles? Fine. Have their Trios titles. But don't put their faces on it.
Don't put their arrogant asses on the fucking belts. They haven't earned that.
Seriously, Juan, I think you would have tolerated it more if their faces weren't on the belts.
I would have. I really would have. I still don't think it's necessary, but this literally I want to play with my friends and not the actual tag team championship belts.
Yeah.
Vicente, counting the days down, Kenny Omega is wrestling into his 70s as Jose yells at the TV. Oh no!
I'm yelling, why though? Why, Kenny? Why?
Oh God! Oh God! Oh God Almighty! That'd be horrifying. Yeah, House of Black would be good trios champs.
They would. That being said, this week's NXT was also pretty good too. It started off with a great wrestling match between JD McDonough and Julius Creed, and ended with a great North American Championship match with Wesley retaining, and thus adding more fuel to the rivalry for the North American title between Wesley, Dijak, and D'Angelo. Everything else was also fun. I enjoyed Cora Jade's match against Wendy Chu. That was a fun women's match.
I enjoyed watching Cora Jade.
A close second would be another women's match between Lash Legend against the recently debuted Lyra Valkyria. I will never get over Lyra Valkyria. She is awesome.
Lyra Valkyria. I don't know this one.
We've talked about her in this program, but she made her debut. She's the Irish girl with black hair, pale skin, with the raven.
Yes. Okay, now I remember. My bad.
Yeah, between her and Isla Dawn being the witch and Alba Fire being the pyromancer. Can you tell I have a type?
Yeah, Jose has a fucking type. But then again, I've got no room to talk. What about Ava Raine?
The 6-person tag match between the Schism and Odyssey Jones and friends. That was I'm trying not to say anything really insulting, but they're Odyssey Jones and friends. That was also pretty fun. Yeah, Ava Raine, during that match, Ava Raine got on Booker T's face and said something.
She was saying she was showing her Schism t-shirt, like, you see this the Schism is the word of family. This is the real family, and I have where I belong. There's 4 roots that form one powerful tree, Booker.
Okay.
And Booker was giving her just not even trying to sell it. He's just like, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, okay, Booker T could at least act weirded out or act fucking disturbed. Like, the fuck? He just no-sold.
I think
he sucked the energy out of.
I think when it comes to Booker T, it's sort of a hit and miss. Like, in moments when he's supposed to be selling it, he just acts awkward and just like, really. But in moments where he doesn't need to sell it and go overboard.
My goodness, shucky ducky quack quack! I'll tell you something, dog. This is what it's all about, dog.
Like,
God, he's bizarre.
He's missing his own mental cues for how to be.
And I don't want to say anything bad because I like Booker T. He's 57 years old, and holy shit, he's still wrestling.
I would prefer if he were wrestling rather than being a commentary because I didn't like him in commentary.
Nobody likes him in commentary.
But apparently NXT thinks he should be in commentary.
All right. Well, that about does it for the final Wrestle Rewind of the year 2022. And we hope to continue on with this program as we go into 2023. I could promise you this because this is something that we had experimented in the later half of the year. For Wrestle Rewind, along with the weekly reviews of WWE, NXT, AEW, Dynamite, and Impact Wrestling. Yes.
Like real quick, since Vicente was bringing up how you're going to be in your 70s and still yelling at the TV, well, there you are now. That we've got your prediction of you in the future.
Along with my reviews, I'll also bring it a little.
Don't feel too bad. I'm going to be.
No, you're fine.
I'm going to be right.
I'm also going to talk about more pay-per-view events. More pay-per-view events from the WWE, from Raw and SmackDown, like Survivor Series and Crown Jewel, for example. And I'll also talk about more Ring of Honor pay-per-view events as well for Wrestle Rewind. I think that should fill out a content for pro wrestling for the program, right, Juan?
I wouldn't argue against that. No.
All right.
So we're clear. We're still kind of flipping back and forth. We don't know if we're actually going to do a New Year's Eve thing of the Ravens.
If we do, we will let you guys know. You will be the first to know. But for now, I think this is a good time to go ahead and close it off. Juan, plug us away.
I can't plug us away, Jose.
Oh yeah, Juan, ring that bell.
There we go. Bell is rung.
The bell was rung? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The audience heard it. Even if we don't hear the bell was rung.
Okay. Now plug us away.
All right. Don't mind if I do.
Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, thank you very much for watching this week's live stream edition of Wrestle Rewind, hosted by Jose Casabona, as he reviews for you the best and the worst of 3 of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today: WWE's NXT, All Elite Wrestling's AEW, Dynamite, and Impact Wrestling. Join us in the reviews live every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Twitch. Hit the subscribe or the follow button. Ring the notification bell. Stay up to date on all of our content. Hit the join button to become an inner flocker. And until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Twitch.tv/TheRavensFlockOnline, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/TheRavensFlock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and the Ravens Flock.
All right, folks, thank you very much for tuning in to another exciting live edition of our flagship platform, of Wrestle Rewind. I'm Jose Casabona. That was Juan Arouse, and that was my attempt at script language by saying script sucks.
Also, Tony Khan, pay me for #JungleHuck. Happy New Year, folks.